There's a quiet kind of pain that comes from feeling invisible. You know you were meant for more, but the world doesn't see it. You speak, and it feels like no one's listening. You try, and it feels like no one notices. You give your best, but it gets buried under the noise of the world. And so you wonder, will it always be this way? Let me tell you something, every unstoppable person you admire today, every champion, every legend, every overnight success, once felt like a ghost too. Invisible doesn't mean unworthy. It means unnoticed for now. You weren't born to be overlooked. You weren't made to stay small. And the truth is, your power was never meant to be obvious to the world. It was meant to be discovered by you first. Because the journey from invisible to unstoppable isn't about convincing others. It's about proving it to yourself. One day, one choice, one battle at a time. Here's what it looks like to rise. It doesn't start with applause. It starts with silence. Early mornings when no one's watching. Late nights when no one's clapping. Grinding in the dark when no one understands why you haven't quit yet. That's where champions are born. You don't go from invisible to unstoppable by waiting. You don't get there by hoping someone rescues you. You get there by choosing yourself. By declaring, I will not let this world tell me who I am. You become who you were meant to be when you refuse to be who they expect. They expected you to give up, to fade into the background, to settle for the life handed to you. But that fire inside you, that voice that says, I'm meant for more, that's real, that's power. That's your future calling you out of the shadows. And when you answer that call, everything changes. You stop looking for permission and start building power. You stop asking, do you think I can? And start saying, watch me. You stop shrinking to fit into their comfort zones. You stop explaining your goals to people who have none. You stop waiting to feel ready and start moving like your future depends on it, because it does. You move from invisible to undeniable. You become the person who walks into a room and no longer doubts they belong. You become the person who stopped needing validation because you created your own standard. The world doesn't reward the hidden. It rewards the relentless. And make no mistake, being relentless has nothing to do with talent. It's not about being the smartest, the fastest, or the most gifted. It's about being consistent when no one's cheering. It's about being disciplined when no one's watching. It's about being hungry when everyone else is comfortable. And that's what turns invisible people into unstoppable forces. Say this out loud right now. I will no longer wait for the world to see me. I see myself. I will no longer hope for opportunities. I will build them. I will no longer carry the weight of who I was told to be. I will become who I was born to be. Every time you show up, even when you're tired. Every time you speak truth, even when your voice shakes. Every time you rise again, even after they doubted you. You build the kind of unstoppable that no one can deny. Remember this. Most people give up right before the breakthrough. They stop because it's quiet, because it's lonely, because they think being unseen means they're failing. But real growth is silent. Real transformation doesn't need attention. It just needs commitment. You weren't invisible. You were evolving. And now it's your time. When you become who you were meant to be, they can't ignore you. You'll walk different. You'll speak different. You'll carry a presence that demands respect without ever asking for it. Because you didn't become unstoppable for applause. You did it for the person staring back at you in the mirror. The one who never gave up. The one who kept showing up. The one who knew deep down they were never average. Just hidden. Just preparing. Just waiting for the moment to rise. So rise and never look back. You've outgrown the shadows. You've outgrown the silence. You've outgrown who they told you to be. Now it's time to be who you were always meant to be. From invisible to unstoppable.